Hello, welcome to another episode of Holly D Live. I'm Holly D. Got a special guest today, as always. Not full names, not first names. We're pretty anonymous here, and I like it like that. So, T-Bone, I want to talk about how there's some people that are scared of threesomes, guys. I went all the way to Dayton to have a threesome, and it didn't fucking happen because somebody got terrified. What are you really scared of? Like, I want to know. I want to genuinely know. Is it just girl? Like, I've seen guys put out on threesomes too. They get really scared and they don't know what to do. And
your dick gets soft. Yes.
Yeah. And but I just don't know. Like, okay, girls will get nervous about anything. Yep. Like, oh, sorry, I got to turn this down real quick. I'm going to turn this down. Okay. But yeah, girls will be like, what's going to happen after? Are we going to be friends? Am I going to fall in love with her? That's how fucking girls work. They'll run themselves ragged thinking about that shit.
Girls will think, oh, is my dude going to think about that chick? Like.
And that's it. Is that girl going to outbeat me? Is he going to start wanting to talk to her all the time and wanting to fuck her all the time? And that's a valid excuse. Like, that's a valid worry. I get that. It's hard for couples to, have threesomes and let somebody in. I think it depends on the couple.
Agreement, yeah.
You really have to go to it. Yeah, I agree with T-Bone. You have to come to an agreement, and you guys have to both want it the same. And put some boundaries down, some rules and shit. Like, I don't want her kissing you on the lips. I don't want her sucking your dick. Yep. I just want to watch you fuck her or something like that. Yep. Like, there could be speculation, I mean, once you fuck someone, though, you stick your dick in them or whatever, or pussy or whatever. You give a part of your sexual being to them. Yep. They're on the list now. Yep. My list is pretty fucking long, guys. Yeah. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah. I liked to experience. I was in a goth band when I was younger, and that's pretty much all I have to say if you know what goth is. Lots of swingers, lots of kinky shit, lots of torture, lots of kinky clit. So, anyway, yeah, I've had my fill, and I don't know, man. I didn't really want to, I was down. I walked in and I said, let's have a threesome.
Straight up.
And then they said, no. And I was like, oh, fuck. Am I misunderstood? Like, I thought that was what I was coming up here to do. I drove on E, man. On fucking E. And it was cool. Like, he gave me gas money and stuff. It was cool. Like, I love these two people. I love them. They're awesome. And that's okay that it didn't happen. Maybe it'll happen another time. But I think pretty much what happened was the guy was totally down. Okay. And the girl crunched up and got nervous as fuck. And said, no, that's not going to happen tonight. Well, I can't be pissed about that, man. I'm trying to see myself through her shoes. That she said she's done it before with a friend. Mm-hmm. And then the second time, like, she was trashed as fuck. Yeah. First time she didn't know what she was doing and blah, blah, blah. And she was trashed as fuck. Tonight, she was not trashed. And I think that has something to do with it, guys.
Intimidation, man.
You're intimidated when you're sort of kind of sober and with it.
And you're just not like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah, you're not, whipping your nuts out and sticking your tits in their face, like shit you do when you're drunk. Yeah. Like, what shit you do when you're drunk as fuck. Like, I'm gonna fuck everything. Get the fuck over here. Yeah, get over here, I swear to God. I mean, like, seriously, but that's how it be. That's how it is sometimes when you're drunk as fuck. Like, you're just like, who are you? Let's just have sex. I swear to God, dude. Like, that's happened to me a few. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, yeah, I said I've made a vow to stop doing random dick suckings. So, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm picking people I trust and have connections with and blah, blah, blah. And I'm, sex is just sex sometimes, guys.
Yep.
We need it.
You need to look at it as that. A lot of women.
Sometimes it's, yeah.
I'm my bad, but I think that a lot of women that are, it takes a couple, to have that trust to do it. And I feel like sometimes to have that, they think that, they're gonna, there's a difference between having sex and making love. That has to be covered too, because they probably think, since we consummate as a couple, he might, make love to her too. No, this is strictly for sexual pleasure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They need to understand that.
And you know what? I'm glad that you brought that up too, T-Bone, because I have a pointer for you guys. When you're doing a threesome with a couple, and let's say that this is just, okay, I try to make it for lesbian, I try to think of everyone. Lesbians, gays, straights, whatever. For a straight person, let's say you don't want them, making love or somewhat. Well, don't put the woman or man in the face. Turn the bitch around and or tell her to sit up on his dick. If first, this is for straights. On his dick, tell her to sit up. And that way he's not going to be in his face or her face. They won't kiss. They won't fucking touch each other and kiss each other on the neck. Because that's what happens when you're face to face. You can't help it. You got to have some sort of intimacy because you're already doing the most intimate thing in the world together. So if you want it to be lust, treat it like it's lust, I say. Do the monkey fucker or whatever, do her doggy style, dude, doggy style, you ain't gonna see her motherfucking face, hit her from the back, do whatever. So there's one for lesbians now. Well, shit, dude, get a vibrator or a double header, and there's that problem solved. Or a strap-on, dude, and you're good to go on that. You don't have to see them anyway, either. If you're a lesbian couple, for anybody out there that's lesbian couples. I don't know, if you're gay, that's already pretty much a back-to-back. But some people do it face-to-face and just make sure that doesn't happen. Girls are scared of jealousy. Because girls are naturally jealous. And I am a woman, I get that. I know I sound like a guy, but I'm still a woman. I'm just a man emotionally. And fucking, I don't know what that means in the world of gays, trans, and genderqueers. But I don't need a label, dude. I'm just me. But, anything can work. If you want it to be lust, treat it like lust.
See, yeah. One thing I think that you need to cover, if it's a couple and they're wanting to have sex with another woman, I believe that it needs to be discussed that this is you as a unit. Because, to be in a relationship with somebody else and to love another woman, to love, one another, you have to say, this is us sharing with, sharing her.
Yeah.
This is us. We are all under an agreement, but this is us as a couple having sex with her. It's not me having sex with you and having sex with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely, dude.
It has to be understood that. You need to, with your partner, be like, look, this is us sharing sex with her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
and I'm glad you did that. Dude, T-Bone's my dude, because he just fucking brings up the best subjects too, dude, like some of the best. I like it, the way that we bullshit shit is great. But yeah, I'm glad you brought that up too, because something else came to my mind. If you are a couple, just like he was talking about, just like T-Bone was talking about, you both can focus on the third wheel, the person that you're bringing into your threesome.
Don't
So sit them down.
Don't ever over focus on one person.
Right.
Either, you know, especially
and don't let the guy or girl take them away.
They have to feel,
everybody
has to feel.
Everybody has to, yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Everybody has to feel loved, or not loved necessarily, but lusted after. They want to feel wanted and appreciated at all times, especially if it's a fucking woman. Because women get jealous so easy. Yep. I just can't even begin to tell you. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. But anyway, yeah. So lay them down, and you guys both, you know, he or she fucks her, and then the other one, if it's a he or she, is kissing her or something, is if that's okay. Mm-hmm. Or the other person, you know, fucking their asshole or sticking fingers in assholes. You know, I don't know what you're going to do. I mean, there's only so many holes there, guys, but just be wary and be careful out there. Let's see, what else? What else is good tips? Well, if we're doing threesomes, we might as well do foursomes and orgies. Yeah. Once you get to, I will say this, once you get to the orgy level and you start doing that on a regular basis.
That's something I've never done. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's 5 or more people, I think.
I've never done it.
Yeah. First off, when you first do it, it's clusterfuck. You don't know what's happening. There's dicks flying in the air. There's clits flying in the air. You don't fucking know where to go, who to suck, what to do first.
I've seen cuddle puddles.
Cuddle puddles?
Yeah, being at hippie festivals and shit, they'll have cuddle puddles where it's just mass people just laying on the ground, fucking swapping, jumping back and forth.
Back and forth, fucking each
all
other?
Topsy-turvy.
Oh, that's cool. The topsy-turvy. The tilt-a-whirl. I like that. That's cool as fuck.
But I was too intimidated by that.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
People hopping on a bunch of pops.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I don't know if I would do.
What if a dude grabs my cock? I'm gonna be like, ah!
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. But that's T-Bone. That was T-Bone. T-Bone's totally straight.
My preference.
But that's just his preference. But yeah, I mean, the dip and stick. I don't know the dip and stick. I can't really do that anymore. Getting old, man. I'm 34. But thank you. But seriously, you know, my days of that are over, because if you do it on a regular basis, I'm calling it right now. Unless everybody has an understanding and they are at the same level lustfully. Oh, Shane's calling me.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I have to decline it. I'm so sorry, Shane. I'm going to call you back. Yeah, we only have 2 minutes left. Fucking, yeah, somebody's going to fall in love, dude.
Yeah.
I'm throwing it out there right now. It could happen in a threesome, foursome, orgy, whatever. If you do it long enough, if you continue to have sex with the person, and continue to be like, God, get him over here. Somebody's going to fall in love. I'm just calling it right now. Because I fell in love. Somebody else fell in love with me. Fucking, it was just crazy as fuck. And then you get all these people who don't want to fuck anymore because they got feelings. And then they get butthurt. And then it's just not fun anymore. Mm-hmm. So I think me personally, orgies should be fucking temporary at most. Or you should change partners often. If you can change partners often, because you use the same person and you see them every day, that's a relationship.
Yep.
That just put a stamp on it.
Yep.
You know, that's not lust, that's love.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just the difference a bit between lust and love. I think there's lots, you know, lust can be an understanding, you know. Prostitutes have an understanding. They're still people, they still work in their own fucking way. It's just very degrading to some. Yeah. They still work though, and then they have to live with themselves. That's what you have to do. You have to live with yourself after it. You know, like, it's best said too, and I'm going to end it with this. It's best said too in Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, it's not just about living forever, Jackie. It's about living with yourself forever.
Yeah.
So, in that note, thank you for doing this podcast. Thank us for doing this podcast. Yep. Thank you for listening. This is Holly Double D, And I am out. Thank you, iHeartRadio.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop.